Souls, welcome to my channel. I am High Priestess Maya. So, welcome to this channel if you are guided by the title or whatever it is that drew you in. I don't know the messages that are going to be coming out, but I have been getting some downloads, which is you are someone who is meant to be a guide for the next generation. You are someone who is starting to unmask and you are sharing your opinion and your thoughts and your own connection to your higher self and the Most High. I'm also getting past life regression. You may be remembering certain memories from your past life. Maybe you've recently gone through some fears of going backwards. You don't want to go backwards in terms of who you have been in the past in this lifetime, but also I'm getting your past life. There was something that happened in your past life that kind of the fears that you've been living in is not just to do with this lifetime. It stems from your past life is what I'm getting. So we'll see what messages come out. Archangels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, please shut the door to any low vibrational energies or entities that may want to come through. Only allow true high vibrational spirit that I have guided messages for the collective. What came out is trust in the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? The niggle is your intuition. I feel like you're someone who has a gut feeling when something is, I don't know if it's positive or negative, but you're very psychic is what I'm getting. You get a niggle, you get an intuitive feeling before something happens. And over time, I feel like you've probably learned to ignore it. You taught yourself to ignore it. I feel like it's got something to do with your career. A way that you need to change the way you communicate and the way you put yourself out is what I'm getting. And maybe you've been guided to do something differently as well. Your intuition's telling you. If there's anyone or anything that is demanding of you to act very quickly, do something that is either life-changing or a huge consequence or circumstance, I'm hearing postpone. I'm hearing, so it says here, your spirit guides are telling you to postpone, to pause, and to say no. If you are being rushed into something, if you are being pressured into something, if you are feeling cornered into doing something, if you are not sure of what action to take, just postpone, just pause. It's okay to pause. Some of you may be feeling pressure in the center of your forehead. This is due to your third eye awakening. So you are a Pleiadian, and it says here with a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So whoever you are that's watching me right now, you are a gifted individual, the gifted one in your family is what I'm getting. Earlier when I said you are starting to unmask and show your true self, I feel like a lot of people were intimidated by you at a very young age. So as you got older, you learned to dim it down, your light, speak less. I'm getting you've been programmed to speak less, to question less. If you were the curious child who asked a lot of questions, a lot of adults didn't have the answers, so they just shut you off is what I'm getting. I'm also getting maybe you're someone on the spectrum as well, so you kind of learn to be less yourself, meaning less weird because of the people around you. So you're being guided to spend some time in nature and ground yourself because you're an empath and you absorb a lot of energies from people. and you kind of have been connecting with a lot of unhealed people, low vibrational people. And someone did mention in the comment section of one of my recent videos that they did feel very overwhelmed with other people's energy. So it says here, get grounded, connect to nature. It's not just about meditating at home. It's also like, I don't know why I'm getting emotional thinking about nature. But nature has, I was going to say a beautiful spirit will die. Nature is high vibrational. Nature is loving and giving and is pure. It's just, I cannot explain it to you. You have to go and see it for yourself, even if it's a very like rainy, muddy kind of situation. Interesting. Some of you may be having very vivid dreams right now of nature. Some of you may be having very vivid dreams of the beach. There may be other things going on, but the beach is in the background. Or maybe you're at the beach. Some of you are yearning to go to the beach. I don't know if you're a water sign, but you're a Hyoka, you're highly sensitive, and nature spirits are around you and sending you a lot of love as well. I'm getting Buddha is around you as well, the spirit of Buddha. You may be seeing Buddha in the background of places you go to, things that you watch, people mentioning Buddha. Buddha's chosen to work with you. I feel like maybe you're just a bit afraid to go into what it is your soul mission is. What is that niggling feeling telling you? What is your intuition telling you? I'm hearing you need to listen to your intuition in terms of this reading as well. There's a lot of things that's going to be confirmed for you during this reading. Um, some of you may have fallen out of passion or desire or energy in doing the things that uplift your energy. So dance with life, connect to music. I'm getting like um, instrumental, like jazz or drums or just instrumental, high vibrational, and also without lyrics. Just something about high frequency sound healing and dancing, like Sufism, for example, where they twirl around and around and around. And this not only helps you release energy, but it helps you connect to your ancestors and higher spirits as well, to the Most High. Maybe some reggae as well, and grounding, listening to some flutes while you meditate in nature. I also heard meditate in quiet as well under a tree. Maybe this is something you used to do before it got cold and, you know, winter season. Some of you want to move to a hot country. I'm hearing you were born in the country you were born into for a reason. It was to clear some karmic debt, but also to learn something. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, grounding and dancing. Spend time in nature. What else, Spirit? What else do you have as collective? Okay, it says unbound, releasing soul patterns and contracts and past lives. What did I say? I'm going to read what it says in the guidebook because I am intuitively being guided to. I feel like I'm speaking to some people that are a bit confused about their past life. It could be just one person out of the whole collective that I'm I'm speaking to right now, but it's important for me to go in depth and not overlook this, because whenever I do readings, I do overlook some things, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of messages come through at once for me. You know, the way my mind works, I can't catch everything. It says releasing soul patterns and contracts and past lives. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release, ancient vows and contracts and your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer suitable. I feel like I'm speaking to an individual who's had many past lives, and your soul recognizes and remembers your past lives, but your now version of yourself, like your consciousness, so your soul's memories are in your subconscious mind. I think this is also a reason why you're being guided to meditate, so you can align with your higher self to ascend to the person you are meant to be in this lifetime, and wherever you go after this life, wherever the hereafter is for you. But I'm getting to be at peace with the past and to not let the past hold you back. It's not just about the memories in this lifetime that you're being guided to let go of, to ascend from, to heal, to forgive, to release, but also memories that are in your subconscious mind based on multiple lifetimes is what I'm seeing. um I remember, I'm going to share my experience with you guys. You may resonate. I was religious in my past life. There are certain signs that show you what your past lives are. Sometimes it's your dreams, sometimes it's certain flashbacks and certain things that happens while you're conscious and awake, alert, and also past life regression. So there are rituals and things you can do as well. There are certain herbal medicine that you can take as well. I'm hearing mama, is it ayahuasca? I haven't tried that. But in my past life, I remember a few actually. And I was religious in some and I wasn't religious in others. In this lifetime, I have decided to be balanced and in between the religiousness and the spiritual, or just the masculine and feminine is what I'm getting. The spiritual in terms of the feminine, and also energy, and the masculine in terms of physicality, material stability, and stuff like that. Balance. But because my past life I was religious and I was a male, in this lifetime, the early stages in my life, I was still connected to my past life. So I've been disconnecting more and more from my past life as I grew older. It may look like a bit confusing to others, but it's none of their business. So whoever you are, on your soul purpose, on your journey. Don't think about what other people are going to judge you as when you put your I don't know, when you act religious or put on your religious attire, or when you take off your religious attire, or however you are learning and unlearning and figuring things out. Don't let anyone hold you back, or, with their judgment or shame or criticism or whatever. They're not focused on themselves. That should just show you how unfocused people are in their own journey of soul evolution. And you are someone who is really like tapping in, especially if you're watching this up to now, tapping in and trying to evolve, ascend, and connect and remember. You don't have to remember everything from your past life. Just retract whatever it is that is going to help you unbound old contracts and soul patterns, old stories, and beliefs as well. So, this may help you activate, especially this reading. But what I'm about to read right now, it says, Work your light activation. It says, hold the card to your heart and say, I release old stories. You can say this in the comment section. I release old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I am here. I release old, I'm going to repeat it for you. I release old stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I am or who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growth, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I unbound, unbound forever, forever unbound. Ashe. And so it is. You're a very old soul, whoever you are. You are an old soul that reincarnated. I feel like you didn't have to reincarnate the way you did, but you chose to for humanity, for the generations before you and after you, is what I just heard. You're a very high vibrational light worker. You recognize, or you knew. So when we come down, before we come down into the bodies that we chose, the avatars that we chose, and the lives that we chose as souls, before we came down onto earth, you see your whole life and you see the future, but you just forget when you come into the 3D, when you are being programmed and conditioned, and when you just go through the canal of being born as well as a child. There's some things that you've forgotten, but you are a powerful soul that has a lot of support as well from the unseen, is what I'm getting, by the Most High and the angels, and they've worked with you in past lives too. So the reason you've incarnated is to stop what the adversary, the enemies, are doing. They've known of your coming, is what I'm getting as well. Yes, they've known of your coming and they've been preparing themselves as well. They've tried to rig the game in many different ways. However, I firmly believe there are many male and female that are incarnated this way. You may be past life number, past life. I meant to say life path number 3 or 4. Okay. I was going to pause, and because I sometimes pause to receive messages and I'm just quiet, and I decided to unpause and just do it on screen, because if I was face to face with somebody, I want it to be the same time as when I'm doing the readings online. You can fast forward when I go quiet. Let's just do it that way. Instead of me controlling how I do things by pausing, and then you can just fast forward. Because I do get downloads that way. So what I'm getting is you are shedding your old skin. You are literally evolving physically, not just spiritually as well. You're going to look like a completely different person by the end of this ascension symptom that you are going through. You may be starting to learn a new language that's going to come very easily to you. Interested in a language that's actually going to come very easily to you when you start learning this language. And it is due to you speaking this language very fluently in your past life. So therefore the codes are in your soul. What did I just say? The language is encoded in your soul. Okay, what else? Now I'm going to start using the Lyran Oracle deck. Before I was using Mercury Light Oracle deck. I feel like I'm speaking to tarot card readers, so I do teach tarot card readers how to read tarot as well using their intuition. It's not just about reading, it's about using your intuition. It's about, if you are a psychic medium, if you are a medical medium, an energy reader, a healer, a heyoka, I don't know, there are so many different terms. It's very important for you to learn to connect to your own intuition and not just learn how to read signs and cards and symbols. It's very important to learn to do those things too. It's very important to learn the different symbolisms. Signs and synchronicities come in symbolisms, in numbers, in light codes as well. Whoever you are, you may be going to start activating light language, light codes. These are how, entities, angels communicate with us, through light language. Maybe you've already activated it. Maybe you're about to activate it. So what you're being guided to do is learn to depend and rely and understand your intuition, and not just outside sources, to go within as well, because you are attracting things that way as well. Just knowing the correlation between as within, so without, how it happens. I've been saying, I feel like telling you guys as well, the messages are going to be repetitive, because when you are not listening to spirit, when you're not listening to your higher self, when you're not adhering the messages that I'm giving you, they're going to keep repeating it to you because it's important and you are overlooking it. Maybe you watch my readings looking for something else, or other answers, or to do with love, or just mundane things, or things that are happening behind your back when it comes to people, relationships and stuff like that. But I am the type of reader that help people grow spiritually, not just about mundane things. I'm not a typical reader. I am not a typical reader. I am from, my bloodline's from Putland, and On my mother's side, that's my father's side. On my mother's side, it's the lineage of the prophets. On both sides, actually, I recently found out. So I have ascended masters as ancestors, not just spirit guides. Okay, I have been going down the wrong path for my ego, my healing journey, and stuff like that. They kind of took a step back to allow me to test things out and try things out and find myself. I'm sharing this with you for a reason. I feel like you've been avoiding your true calling, your true purpose, and your true life path, trying out different things. And also, there's been a lot of confusion, manipulation, and lies in both religion and spirituality. So, your guides, your higher self, the Most High, has allowed you to go down certain roads because for you, I feel like you're a very curious soul. You're meant to break down generational curses, generational traumas, but not just in your bloodline, but other people's bloodline as well. And also, you're meant to break down these systems that has been harvesting people's energy. You have Sekhmet around you, you have Osset around you, and I'm hearing Horus as well. Strong connection to Horus. So it says here collective consciousness. You are connected to collective consciousness. Tap into the alive field of higher consciousness. Something significant. Try to ponder and meditate on this if you don't already remember, but something significant happened for you when you was 24 years old. You probably weren't conscious of it at the time. I'm hearing some of you went through a midlife crisis very earlier on in your life because I'm hearing although your parents gave birth to you and you've had, relatives that are older than you in fact are older than them in spirit, in soul, in energy, like you are older than the people who have raised you. Something about your soul remembering something when you was 24 and you were unable to handle it, so you kind of went back to forgetting about it. Try to remember if you don't already remember what this memory is. It's something to do with your purpose in life. You're being guided to work with lotus flower as well. Like the ancient Egyptians, you may have Indian ancestors, bloodline. You travel to different dimensions, whoever you are. Oh my god, it says third eye 333. What did I mention earlier when I was using a completely different deck? You may be feeling pressure in your third eye because it's activating. So male or female who's watching me right now, you're being guided to cover your head and your third eye. You are a powerful magician. You're being guided to keep certain things to yourself that are being revealed to you. Connect with the number 3. Look up what 333 means. You're being guided to work hard. Not hard, sorry. You're being guided to work wise and not hard. Something about hieroglyphics as well. You may have been very like drawn to hieroglyphics, ancient Egypt or ancient Egyptian mythology, your soul. I'm hearing trapped. This isn't just you. I'm also hearing this isn't happening to just you. There's been a lot of forces trying to keep us asleep, trying to keep you low vibrational. Earlier this morning, I was getting downloads about kids' diet, children's diet, and children's comfort food, the way they are raised, the way their gut and their psyche, and then the brain, the way it's being affected, calcifying, or is it decalcifying the third eye, the pineal gland. I'm being guided to read this deck in the book, which I will, but I'm also getting, you're going into a new timeline, number uno. Something about French or France as well. You may have always wanted to go to France, or you have been to France, or you will go to France. Something about France, and something about some knowledge you're going to obtain in France, or there's some knowledge in France that's significant to you or important to you that you are related to some way, somehow. You can let me know in the comment section if and when you find this out. But I'm getting that you are meant to be the leader, or you are going to become a leader in for the new generation, for the way things are going. You are needed to lead is what I'm hearing. You may feel uncomfortable about this. Work with citrine. You're being guided to work with citrine. Ancient Egyptians love to work with citrine. I'm also hearing work with I'm still recovering. I'm hearing work with Lucozade. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's good, but that's what I heard. Or maybe it means cut down, or I don't know, you can drink it, or I just heard Lucozade. It is a sugar drink. It's a glucose drink. Maybe you have low sugar, low blood pressure or something, and it's healthy enough for you to drink to help you. There's something about your glucose levels and blood pressure is what I'm getting. And when it comes to pregnant women being tested for diabetes or sugar levels, they do tend to tell you to fast and drink Lucozade, I believe. But yeah, let's read number 3. Third eye. When one tunes into their pineal gland, which is the third eye region, they begin to access a network of cosmic allies, inspiring visions and beyond Earth frequencies that are plugged into your consciousness. Okay, so you may be someone who has powerful visions and dreams. You have a powerful third eye. This is why they've tried to block it, is what I'm hearing. Explained by the mystics of your earth, your pineal gland is... Alright, now I'm hearing low vibrational entities and energies who benefit and enjoy draining and sucking life force energy and yeah, energy from low vibrational people who are asleep and low vibrational saw you as as an enemy basically that they needed to get rid of. They didn't know who they was messing with, but I feel like they also, I'm getting people, okay, you're a powerful medium whoever you are, because there, I'm getting there were some entities or people that have passed on, low vibrational people. I'm getting this right now live as I'm reading this. I haven't got this download before. Thank you. Oh, I'm hearing your precious one. Oh my god. I'm hearing your precious soul. Anyways, going back to what I was getting. Before you were awake to your powers, to your abilities and your gift and who you are, I'm hearing you've had low vibrational people who passed on, who are soul bound to earth, who have noticed you and you were totally unaware of who you were and your gifts. Like, it causes confusion when people have made us believe that what you are seeing is not real, that it's all in your head, and made you feel mentally ill and stuff when you are not mentally ill. You are just seeing what the average person is not seeing. You're not ill, you're just confused and you don't understand what you are seeing. This message right here is not for a lot of people watching this. It is not for a lot of, I don't even know if I should say unsubscribe if you don't believe in what I'm telling you. But if you feel like this isn't for you, just unsubscribe, because you're just going to be in the wrong place. And send, if you send me negative energy knowingly or unknowingly, I'm sorry, why am I sorry? I feel sorry for you if you are watching me and you're not a believer and you are not here for the right reasons. You're just going to end up ruining your life, because my spirit team they don't play about me. They really don't. However, I myself and they do as well see when people are acting out of fear, but you're in fact in the right place. I hope I'm making sense. You are being guided to go and see different places, touch different things to help you remember certain things. Explained by the mystics of your earth, your pineal gland is the central broadcasting system for your human self to access a higher field of awareness. This gland has the ability to not just receive packets of data, but also broadcast packets of data into your reality, like a radio signal would broadcast to listeners. When you begin to understand this region is greater context. When you begin to understand this region in greater context, you gain access to a collective network of inspired truth that is able to download higher dimensional information and telepathically communicate it with multidimensional beings. In essence, this gland is plugged into upper chambers of your soul and serves as an advanced technology satellite dish for one to be always connected to their soul intelligence. To work with this gland, begin to focus on the mid-forehead region and firstly become aware of it. Sensitize towards the region until you eventually feel a sensation here. Once you begin to feel a vibration, you can begin to direct your consciousness to open it further by visualizing light or by intentional request. Due to light being an element of the higher realms, to visualize light is asking to plugging your consciousness into the spirit planes. Eventually, through this process, the region opens fully and you begin to receive higher energetic information from all the source around you. I'm getting downloads as I am reading this. It's been 40 minutes. I'm going to read this and then I'm going to do a part 2. But I am getting, some of you have been getting messages and downloads and signs and communication from higher spirits, higher dimensional spirits, from your higher self too. However, you've not been following the guidance. It's just been coming up again and again every now and then because they understood, your higher self understands and sees all, that you were low vibrational, you were afraid, or you were not ready. However, with the power of osmosis, with the power of, just recording, whoever you are, you have been recording a lot of information. Even though you're not ready to use that information yet, you have been recording and gathering, storing in your mind, in your subconscious, in your conscious and subconscious mind, a little bit distracted here and there, but it has been storing, and it's going to come out at the right time when you need it, in divine timing. I'm talking about things that are going to help you in your purpose, in your ascension, and things that you have been avoiding or you've been procrastinating. But everything's happening for a reason. Like what I just read right now, what you can do to activate your third eye is what I just shared with you. But if you don't feel like pausing it and practicing it, or after this reading, I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to start meditating on my third eye, I'm going to start meditating on my chakras, I'm going to start. If you haven't been doing these things that you've been guided to do through my readings or other people's readings or just your guidance in general, when it comes to changing your diet, focusing on your health, doing the things that you would benefit from when it comes to your ascension, it's just not divine timing, but you are storing these information, okay? Your open third eye can then plug into a network of enlightened beings who use this area as their main communication hub, like most humans use a phone. So this is, the center point for communication as well. The third eye, 333, arrives when your Lyran family is instructing that your current life situation requires the use of your third eye for navigation. Once this area is utilized, a greater truth will be revealed of what is playing out. Access this region so you can commune with your infinite self. An additional meaning of this card can indicate that the solution you need right now is spiritual related. Detach from the physical field and see how you can use the power of your spirit for any situation or goal. Through physicality fused with spirit, everything in your life accelerates and you are guided to pathways of ease and grace. Drop the struggle and let the spirit guide you. Prioritize spirituality. Additional meanings. opening, meditation, truth revealed, soul connection, work wise, not hard, and spirit magic, magician. So that being said, guys, I'm going to end the reading here. But I am getting for certain that if you are a female watching this, you have definitely attracted some men or women who saw you for your light, who saw you for your gifts and abilities, who saw you as, I'm hearing food, but call it what you want to call it. They wanted to obtain your skill, gift, talent, ability. Just they didn't feel attracted to you for love or pure reasons. I'm getting they were solely attracted to you because of your light, your nur, your heart is very healing. Your energy is very healing. Your third eye, you know, when you see people's face and you can just see the nur, the light in their face. I feel like you're someone who's felt very drained afterwards. You probably noticed after the interaction with these people, they took some life force energy. They took some energy from you. But it's okay because you are connected to the fountain of, I'm hearing the fountain of youth, but I was meant to say thank you, Spirit. That too, but also of higher consciousness of source. Namaste, guys. I will see you in my next reading.